midst of a huge wind event. It's been windy for over 48 hours with like wind speeds between 30 to 40 miles per hour with gusts even stronger. It's so cold, like in the high teens with wind chill in the single digits. Our house is creaking and rocking about, and every time a giant gust comes, it feels like something massive is like hitting the side of the house. And it really makes you like ask questions like, how much wind does it take to turn over a tiny house? Or how much wind does it take to bust a window? Or you just go, please, please, trees, like, don't fall down on my house. Fortunately, they're not too big, but still, like, And when you're in situations like this, you really wonder, is wind really a wonderment? If something can cause you this much concern and fear, is wind a wonderment? Is wind a wonderment? I am so cold. Is wind a wonderment? Hello, friends. We are 4 life adventure buddies, best friends, mother and daughter, and 2 wonder pups on a journey to find, appreciate, and share daily wonders and joys with the world. We are transitioning from a lifestyle based in a regular house into a traveling wooden tiny house RV. We have been busy turning our longtime dreams into our reality. It hasn't all been easy, though with a daily commitment to ourselves to seek out and appreciate wonders, we are learning that life really can be wonder-filled if we appreciate all the little and big wonderments along the way. We have been pouring a lot of effort into transforming this wooden tiny house on wheels into our inspiring, non-toxic, and healthy home. Before we head out to Tiny House America as creative digital nomads, we've got a few more projects to pull together in the house before we depart our home region. Our tiny house living location for the winter months is on a farm in Northwest Washington with spectacular mountain views. As adventurers, filmmakers, artists, dancers, teachers, and writers on a mission to share inspiring wonders with the world, we have a whole lot of wonderment and tiny house adventures to share with you. A lot of people are faced with catastrophic wind events each year that wreak so much damage, destruction, and pain in their lives. Experiencing the strength of a raging windstorm, a mighty hurricane, or terrifying tornado is a reality that many people have experienced personally. We feel blessed and grateful to have mostly avoided in our lives so far the damage and heartache caused by extreme and catastrophic wind events. We feel great wonder and love for those who have survived destructive storms, and we have great respect for all strong weather events and the powerful capabilities of wind. Here we are in our new tiny house in a very exposed location where the winds meet our house undeterred. The winter winds hardly pause to become a breeze, though rather rage on continually as a wind with gusts that seem to have unpredictable capabilities that never let comfortability have a chance to grab a hold. This location is testing our resilience and ability to find wonderment amidst ceaseless storms. Here we are, in our brand new home on wheels, experiencing strong winds and freezing cold temperatures. There's nothing like getting to know your tiny home and RV systems in the midst of winter weather. So strong here, like all the time. It's like we're out in this middle of the farmlands and the winds howl and it's winter time, and then there's beautiful trees here in the area where we're parked, and the sound of the wind through the trees, it becomes a roar. It's a wonderment how forceful and loud wind is.
It's among, I think, crazy stormy weather and wind events like this that the wonderment of having a shelter, of having a home and a place to go indoors, to be able to be warm and safe from the elements becomes really apparent. It's conditions outside are so harsh, and I guess I'm so thankful for a house. And there are people who do not have a house and have to bear the brunt of all this weather, and wow, that's harsh. I am freezing and it's howling and I'm cold, and I get to go into our little home, and I am so grateful for that. What must it be like to be a bird in a windstorm? I mean, when you're flying and you just barely tip a wing, and suddenly but off in a new direction you go.
I would say that through all of this, I'm moved to say that yes, wind is a wonderment, because even something that is so fierce that it makes you feel nervous and it's scared for yourself and your property is still a wonderment if it inspires you to feel like, wow, tremendous respect. Even those things are wonderments. This wind is a wonderment. Wind is a powerful, freezing, forceful wonder of nature. That makes it a wonderment.
The wind is a wonderment. Sometimes the wind is like refreshing, and sometimes the wind is like a dragon, like coming to eat us up and tear us down. And sometimes the wind brings in new beautiful weather. You just never know what the wind is gonna be like until you see it that day.
Wind is an incredible force of nature.
When I squint, I smile, and my teeth hurt. It's so cold.
Wind makes me say, oh, wow! Oh my gosh! Wind is a powerful force of nature, and our tiny house and us are getting like a brutal, like, bam, force of it during this storm. We're out here completely exposed with just the raspberry field, so we're getting the full onslaught of wind, and we're really feeling it. It really, we've like, feel like we're living on a raspberry field, Arctic,
outpost, and it's so windy. Out we go.
As we experienced days of endless winter windstorms from our tiny house, we realized we had a choice to make in how we experienced and felt about the constant windy weather.
It's so cold, so windy.
It was easy to feel exhausted, worn out, and stressed by all the battering wind. And yet we have committed ourselves to the daily mission to discover how we can create and cultivate greater happiness, creativity, and health in our daily lives. We realized that our Finding Wonders mission is the answer to how we could build resilience in ourselves and how we can be resilient in any situation. By seeking out, finding, and then acknowledging the wonders of even an unpleasant experience, we find ourselves much more resilient to these windy winter weather storms. By seeing these windstorms as a wonderment, inspiring our respect for its capabilities, we feel wonder and awe. We find that even feeling a little bit of awe and wonder for something, even if it's something we don't like or enjoy, gives us the strength to weather hardships and challenges with greater resilience. We all know that challenges, hardships, seemingly overwhelming and disastrous situations are a part of living life. Though how we see and think about these trials and tribulations affects our joy, health, and entire lives. By seeking the wonders, even in the tumultuous storms of our lives, we create for ourselves a wonderment mindset, or a wonderment perspective that builds within us greater resilience and creative inspiration to navigate through the storms. We live on a wondrous planet in extraordinary times, and it is in our grasp to live extraordinarily wonder-filled lives. Seek the wonders in your life and celebrate the wonderment you feel, and you will strengthen and build resilience in yourself. Share with us in the video comments why feeling wonder and awe is important in your life. How do you build resilience in yourself? Let's have a conversation about how a wonderment mindset or a wonderment perspective relates to greater resilience, inspiration, and hope throughout our lives. Comment and share your experiences and thoughts.
Wind makes me say, oh wow! Oh my gosh! It's so windy! And it was so windy we didn't get any sleep! Woo.
Wind is a wonderment. This wind is a wonderment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our Sea Tree Wonder channel. Many more thought-provoking ideas and wonderment-inspiring experiences are coming your way in our regular video episodes. Thank you for watching, friends. See you next time.